right, welcome, guys. Yes, so yes, I apologize for the random. Well, I did mention that it will be sometime this week, but a lot happened this week. My mom and dad moved from their previous place they were staying, so I had to help them move a bunch of furniture. So I'm a little exhausted coming from work and then helping them move a bunch of stuff. My muscles are all aching and sore, pretty exhausted, but I figured I promised you guys a stream. So this is a stream, and it's a little late, but it's a Friday. I have a 3-day weekend, so we might as well get it going. So yes, guys, welcome to the stream. I know it's a bit random, but I know you guys enjoy just me popping up with a stream like that. So yeah, so we're gonna continue the installation. Shouldn't be too bad. As I kind of cheated and got some of the stuff done. It's just really panels. So to let you know what I got done, I put the underside panel in. So at the back, as you realize, the back panels are in. The filter with I think the carbon filter is also in, so I mounted that. As you can see, I ran the boarding tube in as well. Also install clipper. Configurated clipper. I didn't use the default config. I kind of did my own, so I started from a fresh config and pick out the stuff I needed, or I didn't want to recreate, so I picked out what I needed. So my config is just a little bit of a different layout than the default one provided by the Voron team, just because I understand it a certain way and I like my layout a certain way, so I understand where I'm at in the config, but it works just the same. My Z-end stop work, my probe work, homing, Z-tilt, screw tilt, all that works. The bed is flat, so basically everything works. Now the only thing I'm a little disappointed in after testing it out is I love the motors I have for the A and B. They're very strong, very torquey. I wish I had, actually, I'm going to show you guys. During, while doing the test, I actually broke my hot end. Like the whole nozzle went like crooked. That's how strong these motors are. Like they're 92-ounce stepper motors, so they're overkill for this. But I just wanted strong motors for like fast acceleration. And so I'm going to show you the result of it just slammed into the bed. I think I messed with something, slammed into the bed, and then started trying to home and literally just bent the nozzle. Like literally bent the whole thing. So, and I'm impressed with ABS that it actually held up. Nothing else damaged but the nozzle. I'm going to see if I can find it here. And it sucks because I can't use it. But, so check this out, guys. Check this out. This is funny. So, uh-oh. Pushing stuff off. Alright. So look at that. That's bent. This is the Dragonfly BMO hot end from Fetus, and because it doesn't have the 4 structural support, which is what Slice Engineering was basically patent. So because you only have this literally really holding the hot end together, under extreme strain it bent. Look at that. It literally bent. It was funny. I was like, wow. That was insane. It just literally bent. So, yeah, bent heat break, insane. So I have a useless hot end unless I can find this heat break. I just have it in parts right now, in pieces. It's a lucky thing I have extra hot ends around. Like I said, I have a whole stash of hot ends. So The moment I can buy the heat break again, I'll go ahead and buy a brand new one and put it back together, and we should be good to go. Right now, they're for sale on this weird website. I couldn't remember the name, but it was kind of pricey. Like, it was pricey enough that you can buy a brand new hot one. That's the price of just the heat break. So I just couldn't justify that. So I just dropped in an extra one I had from my Ender 3. Now, I ordered 2 more Dragonflies from AliExpress in black. The Dragonfly BMO, which I'm typically using, it's the one with the V6 hot end mount. And then I ordered the Dragonfly BMS, which is your Creality style mount. So I ordered both of them. The BMS is going on to the Ender 3, and then I'm just keeping the extra one around for, you know, in case something like this happens. So yeah, it is quite interesting that I managed to damage a hot end. Didn't think that was gonna happen. Yeah, but back to the motor. The motor, I love the motors. However, I wish I'd just stick to stepper online motor, which is what's gonna go in my 2.4. These are some off brands that I decided to try because of the specs, and I love them so far. They work great, but they give off a lot more vibration than I would like, and they're a lot more louder in spread cycle than I would like. Because my stepper, like for example, my Chauncey's on right now, and I'm pretty sure you can hardly hear it. Like, and those are using stepper online motors, and they typically are quiet. But using using these motors, they're pretty loud. They give off a lot more vibration. I have input shaper on here, and even then, I still can't crack 3,000 acceleration. Anything above that, and I get like serious ringing on my X. And I thought it was my linear rails causing it, but it's not. It's just the motors. The motors are not good with resonance tuning. Go figure. So I'm limited to about 2,500 in acceleration, which is kind of like, I wanted more, but it is what it is. I prefer quality over speed anyways. So for this machine, unless I change the motors out, which I'm not willing to do, this was way too much work, I'm just gonna call it a day on it. It is what it is. I'm not gonna cry over spill milk here. But right now it prints at 120 millimeters a second with 2,500 acceleration, 5,000 travel speed, and that seemed to be plenty enough, and it doesn't introduce very, very light ringing, and I'm okay with that. But it's unfortunate that I can't go as fast as I would like to. So yes, even though vorons are awesome, it just depends on the components you choose. Might make a difference between you printing fast, you printing slow. So I'm learning that. Because, you know, again, not all stepper motors are equal. And in this case, even though they're strong and they're torquey, don't get me wrong, they give off a lot more resonance than I would have liked. So I would definitely not get these motors if you're looking for speed. If you just want it just for the torque, fine. But for speed, I'm gonna see what the brand they call. I'm gonna see exactly what the brand is. Let me look real quick. I'll tell you what the brand is. That way you guys don't buy this brand. Again, there's nothing wrong with the motor. It's just louder and has more resonance issue than I would like. I'll tell you the brand so that way you guys can avoid getting this model particularly. So, looking in my Amazon here real quick. Rest it down. Alright. Let me get it. Is it thick enough? It feels way thin. This is not the same thickness. Why don't you bend and feel the thickness? It's like flimsy.
More thicker, more money.
Yeah, it should feel like that. I'm surprised you didn't give them to you. I didn't care. How much would it have cost? Yeah, you should have just made it. It's fine. So just hold on to that. We'll just get a thicker version. I'll just leave the side, that one side, and not mount it until I get it. So that's okay. All right. So sorry about that, guys. Family came in. Let me tell you what that motor is. Okay, so I have to go. That's just how much stuff I bought. All right, so the motor is called R. It's on Amazon, so from what I found it, but it's Artilligent. Yeah, Artilligent. That's what the motor is called, or the company who makes it, Artilligent. Don't get this motor. Like I said, if you're looking for less resonance, less noise, and want to go faster, because like I said, there's nothing wrong with it per se. It's torquey. It just doesn't have the characteristics I'm looking for speed. And so I would just tell you guys, don't got that one. Just stick to Stepper Online or LDO Motors. So I became the guinea pig, so I'm telling you guys, don't get it if you guys are looking for speed with 3D printers. So let's continue. We're gonna mount the top panel here. Let me turn it on so you guys can actually see it. It's pretty bright. I should flip it around. Actually, let me do that. Flip it around so you guys can actually see. All right. Let me plug it out. Flip it around. There we go. So it's pretty heavy, guys. I'm not gonna lie. We're mounting all this panel. It's ridiculous. It put on quite a bit of weight and awkward now to lift or move. So once I put this in its spot, it's staying there. I'm not touching it. All right, there we go. Let me go ahead and plug it in. Internet. All right. Alright, let's turn this sucker on. See, it's very bright. Pretty sure you guys can see that light. It's super bright, so we're gonna go ahead and mount the panel to kind of dim this light down a little bit. Now, all I did was slip the light into the channel. I was just being lazy and didn't print out any of the little 2020 to kind of mount it at an angle, so it just points down. But because it's so bright anyways, it's like lit up the whole area. As you can see, it's all lit up, which is plenty. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mount the top panel on, and that should kind of dampen some of that light a little bit. But it's running good. It's printing fine. It just sucks that I can't print as fast as I would like, but we're almost there. It's almost completed. So let's go ahead and mount the top panel on here. Yeah, just get the thicker one. Like, it's okay if it's gonna cost a little bit more, because it was my fault. I just didn't pay attention to the size. I didn't think there was a size. I was like, why it's not fitting? But yep, there's the size. Actually, you know what you can do? If the paint can come off, scrape it. Like, you don't want to do that? I might attempt, but we'll see. Alright guys, I'm just peeling off the protective film piece here. Oh, I made a mistake, boys. Yeah, I mean, Ben, yeah, I mean, swapping motor is possible. It's just a lot of work, because then I would have to pull this off. Like, I can screw off the motor and it comes out, but it's just a lot of work to retension the belt and everything. I'd have to take the back off, and I'm just kind of over with this right now. Like, I'm kind of just want to move on to the next project. maybe later down the road when I want to update it, I'll put the actual stepper online motors that I know actually does a really good job. But like I said, I just wanted to try these motors because they look really, really good. The same spec as the stepper online, but I just didn't expect them to have so much resonance and make so much noise. So it's unfortunate, but you know what? I'd like to try things, and I'm telling you guys, don't avoid this motor. It's not terrible. It's just not good for 3D printers. In my case, or in this case. Yep, Ben. A lot of belts. A lot of belts. But I keep playing with it. I'll see what I can do. Maybe I can not aim for so much speed. Maybe I can go back and stealth chop a little bit to quiet it down, and maybe that will reduce the resonance. I'll go ahead and play with it, but for now, it prints pretty good. Like, not perfect, but pretty good. I really should leave the plastic on here, but it looks tacky, so I'm going to take it off. I wish it was dark. That's why I tried to paint that one. Oh, so what I was going to tell you guys, I made a mistake on the panels. So I took the wrong panel that's supposed to go at the top and spray painted black when it's supposed to go at the side. So I'm going to have to recut it because it's going to look all weird and tacky. So this is one of the side panels. I sprayed it to kind of shield the light, as you can see, to kind of dim the light down, so that would have worked. But the problem was it was one of the side panels and not the top. This is the top. So be careful of the sizes. Watch the size if you bought this kit. It was my fault. It's nobody else's fault. I should have just paid more attention. So I'm going to recut this side instead of messing with it. I need something to scrape this. Alright, it's clear, so I don't think it's going to do much color hiding here, but let's see, because it's super clear. Yep, didn't do a thing. It's still stupid bright. Oh well. Doesn't really bother me. I think it's cool effect because it's so clear, you can actually see everything, so that's fine. It is what it is. It's going to be in that corner anyway, so it doesn't bother me. Alright, so let's go ahead and use some alcohol. Try to get out some of that fingerprints. Actually, let me do it on the bottom first, because since it's going to be at the bottom. There we go. All right. I have my clip pre-prepared. I'm going to go ahead and clip it in here. As usual, I'm always losing something. There we go. There we go. One side down. wonder if I'm putting this the right way. Maybe there's a certain way it fits. I think I went too fast on this, guys. So hold on. I think it might have fit a different way. Let me see something. Sometimes it's so good to pay attention. Yeah, that would have been a better idea in gray, Conley. Probably going to do that eventually. But for tonight, I'm just going to let it be clear. Just to get it over with. And then when I'm tired of it, I'm probably going to paint it gray, like you said. Gray would match the theme. Good call, bud. There we go. I think this fits a certain way. I'm trying to see if it's... That looks about... Yeah, that's it. That's it. I had it the wrong way. There we go. Yep, that was the right way. All right, cool. There we go. Yep. That's two I have. I'm always losing this stuff. See? Joy of being a guy. There's one more. Yellow sides? I could do that. Yellow on the sides? Yeah, gray top, yellow sides. You know what? I got you. I think that would look good. Yellow sides, gray top. I think that would look good. It would go well with the whole theme because you still will see the red through it. We'll see. But I can vision that. I can picture that. I definitely can picture that. There we go. All right. One more. Where did I put it? I had all four of them just now in my hand. See, this is so bad because I moved stuff and I can't remember where I put them. You see it, babe? Where I rested down there? Found it. Found it. There we go. I mean, you know, I could have put a little bit of, but no, then that would have made it, it would have braced too much. So I could have put a little bit of foam tape. Oh, another thing I did, guys, in the process, I went ahead and there's a bunch of foam tape, so all of the back panels are all sealed, so there's no air to get into the back. So even if this is heated, the hair can't get in the back. I made sure to seal it because I wanted to have as much heat retained inside the enclosure here. So I went ahead and put foam tape everywhere. If you can look in the front here, there's foam tape to prevent heat from going down to the bottom, just because I wanted to keep as much heat in. Why are you not turning? Come on, behave. Okay, you're gonna be one of those. You're gonna be one of those. Oh, crap. Have to shift it a little forward here. I'm gonna have to take it back off because I don't want to fight with it. Here, answer him for me, please. Yeah, one of the hammerhead nuts kind of slipped under my. There we go. Slipped under again. Alright, this is being on back too. This is taking long? Okay, that's fine. There we go. Let's fix this part here. So Ben, yes, the bed size is, sorry guys, I gotta look back to answer you guys' question. I need to keep my phone. Actually, let me get my phone. That way I can kind of see what you guys are asking. So Ben, yes, the bed size is 300 millimeters by 300. However, I like the way they designed this the V1.8 because when the gantry go all the way back like this, you have quite a bit of room back there. Thank you. You have quite a bit of room, so I really like the way they designed it because the head of the tool head don't have to sit over the bed, so there's room in there. I mean, technically, if they wanted to put like a 350 millimeter bed, maybe 330 millimeter, it'll work. But I really like the 300 bed size. It works perfectly for this type of frame. So, thanks, man. I appreciate it, bro. Hey, 3D Obsession, welcome, buddy. Welcome. Almost done. We're almost there. Top is mounted, boys. Alright, it's clear. I'm probably going to paint over it like Kongmi suggested. Probably going to do gray at the top. As far as the side, I don't know. Yellow might be a little too much. I might think on that one. But the top, gray, like you said, would definitely look good with this. Gray would definitely drive it off. So eventually I'm going to have to paint this gray. But for now, the clear top, it's going to have the clear sides. I'm going to have to just rock it that way until, you know. So, let me mount. Let's go ahead and mount the other side and mount the front. And for right now, the other side is like out of luck just because I screwed up the panel, so I'm going to have to get one recut like tomorrow. So that kind of blows, but it's all good. Alright, oh, I forgot. Let me show you guys that it homes and everything. I'll go ahead and show you guys. So, let you guys see the homing sequence here. There goes the Z's coming up now to hit the end stop switch. There you go. Just like a regular V1.8. The only thing I don't like now is because the panel is on, this is taking a dip, but that's fine. It doesn't restrict anything. I'm using the, I want to say 2mm diameter PTFE tubing. The only problem with this with this size, it's not as stiff as your regular PTFE. So it can kink. If it's flexing too much, it will kink. But I see why you got to use the slightly looser, slightly wider inner diameter, because since you're pulling filament from all the way over there, you want to have a less resistance for the motor, stepper motor, to pull in the filament. So I understand why they use a slightly bigger inner diameter. But outside of that, it works great. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to be printing tonight. Don't worry guys, we're going to definitely be printing tonight. I'm going to throw something on so you guys can see it print. And then we can chat a little. Yeah, I like the clear version too. It's nice clear too, but I really like the lights. The lights are pretty bright, man. I ain't gonna lie. The lights are pretty bright. But like I said, maybe later down the road I'll paint it. If it gets mundane and annoying, but for now, like you said, the clear definitely makes it look good. You can see everything on the inside. Trying to get this thing off here. What else did I do? Other than mounting the back panels, put in the filter, the only question now is, which is why what I'm confused with, is I don't know whether to have the filter on while I'm preheating, or the filter is supposed to be on after the print is done. Because if you're having the filter on, that means I'm sucking out all of the warm air. So I doubt that you got to be on, but I'm wondering, when do you turn it on? And also, if there's a macro to turn it on. So how I want it set up is, while it's warming up, it warms, get the chamber nice and toasty, 50, 60 degrees. And then after it prints and parks, Then I want the filter to kick on so it can draw all that warm air, and that way, you know, I can get my part a little quicker. But I also don't want to shock the part at the same time too, pulling out all that warm air all of a sudden and, you know, make it warp. So I'm not sure if there's a way to do that, but I would like to do that. And guess what, guys? I finished my printer before Nero did. And he started before me. Well, technically, I kind of cheated. I kind of did some work in the background. I didn't do everything on live stream, but the stuff that you guys missed off live stream was really mounting the back panels, the wiring, stuff like that. I know that's annoying, so you know I did that off of the live, but that's really all you guys missed. Not really much. All right, so let's get these panels sorted out here. I'm gonna go ahead and rest it up here. Grab 4 more, and let me see. I know M8s. M8s. What else I need? I did that. Okay, so M8s. Foam tape at the back here. And, okay, so I need these. Alright, I need 4 of these. Alright, cool. Need M8s. And I'm printing some more of these. My Troncies is printing some more of this. These are like the older. I think I'm short like about 2 or 3 of them, but I just printed a bunch of them just in case. But I'm just printing a couple of these on the Troncy. And it prints fast. Like this is still the fastest printer I have. Like right now, this thing is pushing 5,000K acceleration, 150 millimeters a second. It's like the fastest machine I have. So even though I build this nice fancy voron, yeah, it's not. I mean, it can print fast. It's just the quality is taking a hit because of the motors I use. I'm kind of like upset a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of like, but. Who knows? I might just tear down the motor, put the actual motor in. Let me show you guys the motor that I have. Let me show you so you guys understand what I'm talking about. Let me see if I can spot you guys out. Oh, not yet. It's not ready yet, right? Okay. Okay. So these are the motors I'm using. I want to show you guys so you can see how big they are. They're pretty big. So I'm going to unbox them and so you guys can see. So these motors are what I use on all of my printer except for the Ender 3. But all the Core XY use these torquey stepper motors. Yeah, Nero is stretching for content, but you know what? Nothing's wrong with that. But for me, I have too much stuff going on. Like I have a lot more content for you guys, so I don't want to procrastinate on just one machine when I still got the legacy to redo, which I want to do on the live stream for you guys, so you guys can see a legacy rebuild. Then I have the V2.4 to do. That's a whole nother machine. Then I got the Tronxy getting a new bed. Then I got the PC to do. So I got quite a bit of content compared to him. But plus whatever you guys also suggest in terms of other content that you guys would like to see me do. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Conley. I didn't know you could do that. That's cool. Let me see if I can get into this without cutting myself here. I'm pretty sure I opened it, but okay, I see. So they did take this side too. So these come in a 3-pack. But these motors are for my 2.4. There's an extra one left over. That's is 3, right? But these are for my A and B drive. So I'm gonna show you what they look like. So in the pack they look like this. That's what they look like. I'm gonna pull out one and show you guys up close. But it's a very, very beefy stepper motor. So this is what I'm using right now. I want to show you a comparison of how beefy these are. I've got a ton of stepper motors here, so I'll show you a comparison. Alright, so for comparison, this is a pancake stepper, but the one I'm actually using on my V1.8 is actually slightly thinner than this. So you still have a smaller one. So, but this is still considered a pancake stepper. This is still considered a pancake stepper, okay? Then this is from my Ender 3. So just a little bit more thicker than your pancake stepper. This is from my Ender 3. I want to say this is 22 ounce of torque. This is 34 or something like that, around the 34 ounce of torque. This is your more typical stepper motor that most of the hobbyists use. This is also from Stepper Online, and this is 63 ounce of torque. Okay, now I'm gonna show you the big boy. So as you can see, the size is almost double. And it's 92 ounce of torque. So this has a lot more beefy torque. And I run these at about 1,000 milliamp. I usually run this one at 800 milliamp, but this is 1,000 milliamp. It can take the heat a little bit more. So as you can see, as a comparison, I'm going to show you them in my hand, how gigantic it is compared to the rest. If I can fit them all. So as you can see, it's very beefy. So that's what I run in my Tronxy, in the V1.8, and on my Voron Legacy. So I want these because I want torque, I want speed, and I don't want the layer shifts. Because layer shift is also caused not by a hot stepper motor, but if it's going in and out of spread cycle, that can cause a layer shift. And if it doesn't have a lot of torque, that can also cause layer shift. So to avoid a layer shift, I just use these beefy motors, and I have no problems. So I just want to show you guys a comparison. It's massive. So that's what I use. You know, I haven't seen that printer yet, but I'm actually going to 3D Obsession. I haven't looked at that printer yet. But I can look at it real quick just to give you an opinion. I'll let you know. Alright, let me put this up. Alright, maybe rest up there. Alright. It said the red, it's called the rat rig printers. Okay. Oh, rat rigs. Okay, I read that wrong. Okay, so 3D Obsession, rat rigs. Let me be, to be honest with you, I really like their printers, rat rig printers. I actually thought about building one. just for the triple Z stepper, the triple Z stepper, and the way the bed is, I thought about building one, and also instead of using regular lead screw, you use a ball bearing lead screw, which is really much nicer, much stiffer. I thought about building one. I really like them because I want to say they do rival Voron in terms of build quality, rigidity. I want to say they're a little bit more rigid than Voron because they use thicker aluminum extrusion, but I really like them. The only letdown is that right now they only print with PETG, and they should be really using ABS, especially for a machine like that. But nothing's wrong with PETG if you're not enclosing it. Like I said, if you're not enclosing PETG, it's pretty fine. It's not gonna, you know what I'm saying? But when you're talking about running an enclosure, I definitely don't want PETG on structural parts, especially if it's holding up the gantry or whatever. So yeah, rat rigs are nice. They're nice printers. I'll definitely, if I have the opportunity to build one, I will build one, you know. LDO motors, I would say LDO motors and stepper online motors are about the same quality. I don't see any difference. I've seen people compare them. I know LDO is a lot more popular now in the voron community. A lot of people are pushing LDO, but even Nero himself used stepper online motors. They're perfectly fine. The best motors, in my opinion, is the Moon motors. Moon stepper motors are freaking awesome because you get a lot more torque in a smaller package. So Moons are pretty pricey. So if you can get Moon stepper motors are freaking awesome. But stepper online makes great stuff as well as LDO. You really can't go wrong. I just saw this motor because it was the same spec as a stepper online. And I tried them out, and honestly, like I said, they're not bad. They just have a lot more resonance and a little bit louder than I want. So, you know, now I learned my lesson not to use those, but they're not terrible, you know. Yeah, but LDO make quality motors. They make good motors. I just prefer stepper online because they're cheaper and they do the same thing. You know, and they're quieter too. Like, they're much quieter. Like, I don't hear them compared to some other motors out there. So for me, it's just go with your preference. If you like LDO better, that's fine. You know, but I use stepper motors online. They seem to work fine, and I don't think I'm gonna switch unless, you know, we run into issues. But all right, let me start putting this stuff together here. God, I wish I could show you guys my Tronxy just eating away at this stuff. Like, eating away at it. Can I? Actually, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you my Tronxy eating away. Literally eviscerating filament. So I'm going to show you guys the Tronxy. I love this printer, man. Love it. So let me move scene 2. I'm going to activate camera number 3. There y'all go. Y'all can see my Tronxy ripping through it now. So yes, I love that machine. I love this machine. Look, that's right now. That's 4,500 K acceleration and 150 millimeters a second, and that's what it looked like. And it will print amazing all day. Like, reliably, I can run that all day long. It chews to PTG, no stringing. Yeah. I love this Tronxy, yo. Like, I mean, yeah, I can't even brag anymore. But yes, very, very good printer. If you're willing to mod, just do a couple mods on it, and it's a beast. I'm just surprised it's not as popular as people make it out to be. It's not a terrible printer. It's just a good starter printer, you know? Good starter Quartz Y. So let me deactivate here and then go back. There we go. Ooh, okay, that fell off. The wooden table 3D obsession is I found it, believe it or not, in the apartments that I live in. I found it found it at the dumpster. I think someone was trying to get rid of it. But it's one of those, I guess there's a mirror. If you lift up the top, there's a mirror on it. I think it's one of those beauty mirror things, thing that the women use. It's like one of those things that has a mirror underneath it. So I found it, and it was like a good mirror desk. Okay, so it's a mirror desk. There's a mirror underneath it. But but what's gonna happen now is I'm gonna get rid of it because once I finish this is gonna need a home, and I'm gonna reorganize in this house. So this weekend, it will be nothing but reorganization. So the next stream you see, things are gonna be a little bit better. Placed, organized. Printer's gonna be out here lined up. This tool box won't be here and there. It's gonna go in that closet. So it's gonna be a lot more organized. My table won't be as messy. I'm just gonna have all I need, but nothing unnecessary. So next stream should be a little bit more organized, a little bit more cleaner, less mess, less of me fiddling around looking for stuff. So yeah, learn as we go. Going? Okay. Okay. Oh, I appreciate it, man. But we're definitely gonna change it up. Oh, Condi, you do? Hey, yeah, it's a good printer, man. People sleep on this printer, man. This printer is a really good printer, man. Honestly, when I first got in the market to buy a Quartz Y, I never even looked at vorons. I didn't know what voron was. You know what I'm saying? Didn't come to my mind. I only saw Troncy on Amazon. Hey Victor, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. I know it's a little late, but you know, kind of wanted to satisfy you guys. Oh, by my 9mm, which I went overboard a little bit, but I have a 9mm 6061 aluminum plate coming for the Troncy. The only letdown, exactly. The only letdown with the Troncy, as it is, the X5SA, is the bed. The bed is like this thin aluminum massive bed, and it warps. I mean, you heat it up and you can physically see it went from at least somewhat flat to like warping. So that's the downside to this printer, is if you can get a better bed, that's the next mod to do. So essentially, you can buy X5SA, it prints really fast. All you gotta do, get some good belts, use a big tree tech motherboard or any other nice brand board, like a 5-sec board. I wouldn't use a 5-sec spider, but like a big tree tech board. Do better cable management in terms of I didn't have my board, like the motherboard and power supply mounted flat, how you see it in the picture. I kind of use mine, is it vertical? Yeah, vertical. So I mount mine vertically, so that way the wires are closer, because I didn't know how to splice the cable ribbon. There's a ribbon cable that comes with the board, and I didn't know how to splice that and try to figure out which wire goes. So I mounted it vertically, used my own cables, run my own cables through the cable chain, adjusted the wheels, make sure everything was smooth, new stepper motors. What else I did? Magnetic bed, spring steel sheet bed, new hot end. I mounted the end of 3 carriage on top of the regular carriage. I did a video on that one. But outside of all that mod, that's all I did. I didn't do much for this thing to print amazing. And of course the lead screw mod, mod the lead screw, so no more Z wobbling. But it's a very, very good printer. A very, very good printer. If you know what you're doing, of course. Alright, one more. Okay, alright, so I got all my screws in. Use up all these M8s. These were all meant for my 2.4, and I'd end up using all of them. So, I ordered some more screws, because you can never have enough with 3D printers. So, before I do that, I got some package, guys, I would like to open on stream here, so I can show you guys what I bought. My most prized possession of anything. Good question. My most prized possession. Believe it or not, my car. Of all the stuff I've bought, I mean, I own guns, I own 3D printers, PCs, and a car. And of all that, I love my car. I'm pretty sure you guys, we talked about this on stream, but I drive a 2017 Dodge Charger Daytona 392, one of 5, so there's only 5 of them available. It's fully loaded, it has all the bells and whistles you can. The only thing I did was theme it out to Black Panther and put some lowering springs on it. I didn't like it riding high. A car like that shouldn't be riding high, be honest with you. I don't want to see no wheel gaps. So I lowered it. It sits so nicely, and it's fast. So that's my most prized possession, my Dodge Charger. Okay, so I ordered some more socket head M3 100 8mm because I needed it because I ran out. What is this? I ordered some more brass inserts. Got some more brass inserts because you can never have enough of that. Let's see what else is there to unbox. I bought a whole bunch of stuff, guys. A lot of screws and stuff. More stuff. A lot more screws. So got a bunch of M3 30mm. Got a bunch of that. You need a lot. For some reason, vorons use a lot of M3 30mm and M8. So, got a bunch of that. More hammerhead, M3 hammerhead, which I'm gonna need right now, so that's why I bought it. Need a lot more of these. See what else is there. I swear, guys, Amazon love me. I swear I fund Amazon so much. I mean, I shouldn't even be funding their CEO, which is already rich, but I digress, you know. But got some, what is these? M5 10 millimeters. I need more. So I should have tons of screws now. See what else I got? See, I told you, got a ton of package. Some different type of brass inserts. I got these ones because they're aggressive. I'm not sure if you can see the threading on them, but the threading on them is more aggressive. And the reason for this was, remember when I was trying to mount my hot end, the tool head and the brass insert keep on sliding out. Now I eventually fixed it, but I got brass inserts that are two-way threads. So the threads go two opposite direction. So when you put this in, it shouldn't come out as easy. So I got the official one for that. And more M3 by 30, so 100 of them. All right. Amazon see my wallet like it's nobody's business, man. All right, more screws. So I got more, what are these? M5 by 8 millimeter, a lot more of that. Yes, M5 by 8 millimeter, so that's it. So I grabbed all of the important screws that vorons require, so I shouldn't have to worry about any more screws, for a while at least. So, let's get back to the build. So, let me grab this. You know what, let's put it all in here because I want it emptied in here. Alright, give me a second, guys. Let me empty this so that way I know where they are. There we go. Get these here, empty them in. Perfect. And what else? Yes, empty these in here. My T-nut collection here. Rather have them in one place so that way I don't lose them. Take this out as well. There we go. Empty it all out. There we go. All right. Okay, now we can continue the mounting. Oh, yes. Yes, Victor. That's what I love Amazon for. When it comes to returning an item, no questions asked. Just return an item, no hassle, no asking what happened. No, just return an item. Super, super easy. Get a new one back or get your money back. I love Amazon for that. This is why I wouldn't stop buying from Amazon, because just convenience. Super convenient. Oh yeah, I'm gonna try not to do that. Thanks. I'm gonna try to be careful here. Now this does call that I use some sticky adhesive. So I'm gonna cut a couple of that and put in place as well. I don't have to, but just to make everything more solid, I'm gonna go ahead and do what's suggested. Yeah, but I can confirm that anybody that's curious about the 6061 aluminum plate, it works perfectly fine. I got it up to 110 degrees when I was doing a PDI tune. No warping, works perfectly fine. The probe, I used the probe as a way to kind of see what each probe point was giving me, if it was still in alignment. Not one issue at all. So I can confirm. I'm not sure if MI6 plate is the same thing as the 6061 aluminum plate, but I'm assuming they're interchangeable. But I can say this $27 aluminum plate is awesome. So, and from now on in the future, I'll just buy it, 27 bucks, aluminum plate, 300 millimeter, and it's a win. So I'm just going to let you guys know, if you guys are doing anything with a 300 millimeter build plate, go ahead on Amazon. It's only 27 bucks, 12 by 12. 6061 aluminum works great. But then again, based on my research, they said it was heat treated. So assuming because it's heat treated and it's flat, there's no warping. Thank you, Victor. I appreciate it, man. I'm so happy it's coming out good, man. I'm really happy that I'm about to be done with this printer. What I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna work on the Troncy. I'm gonna work on reprinting all the parts for the Voron Legacy, and I'm gonna do the Voron Legacy live stream. Of course, there's gonna be some video in between, but most of it will be live stream and show you guys a Voron Legacy build from scratch up. So that's gonna be next. I'm just giving myself a break in between to not go directly to the 2.4. The 2.4 is like midsummer, like look towards July-ish. Because I want to make that look good. Like I really want to step up the game on that one. But, you know. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's very expensive. Now, Conley's question then. What makes the MI6 plate different from 6061? Like, what makes it more expensive? Is it a process that makes it more expensive? Because if this is not warping under heat, what's the difference? Like, what makes that more recommended than 6061 aluminum plate? That's my curiosity there. Just picking your knowledge here, if you can share that with me. Alright. So now to mount the other side, but before we do that, we gotta add some of this sticky tape before we mount it. Ah, okay. Okay. That makes sense. I know the 6061 is flat too. If you read up on it from Google, it's definitely machine flat. Now, as you said, it might not be as flat as the MI6 spec, like you said, but it's pretty flat, and that's good enough, really, because when I looked at the bed mesh, not bad. It's actually better than that bed over there. So, but yeah, everything, it works. So I'm not really complaining. But what I'm going to do as a test, I want to do a full print that takes up majority of the bed and see how well it does in terms of leveling. And then I'll know for sure if it's really doing a job. Alright, where's my scissors? There we go. Need a small piece right there. Crap. Okay, I'm not even worried about that. I'm just adding some, I know they said use foam tape, but I just have some strong adhesive. Some really strong adhesive here. I'm just adding to it. Double-sided adhesive. And it's very strong. So I'm just adding some of that. Oh, that's coming next, Condi. Yeah, that's coming next. I'm gonna print a large part organizer, especially for screws. So I'm gonna print out a whole screw organizer. Instead of buying it, I can print it and put in my clean up my toolbox. So I'm gonna go ahead and try printing it on here and see how it behaves, see what it does. So that's the next thing I'm gonna do, and see how it behaves in terms of being flat. Alright, that's what? 3. One more. This part is a little tedious because you gotta add screws, add this sticky stuff. I'm not adding a ton, just enough. Victor, at the moment, I sold one of my Ender 3s already to a buddy of mine, and he loves it. He loves it so much because I knew it would print great. Like most of my print, I mean, now I'm not gonna brag, but all my printers print great. Like all of them print good quality. I take the time to tune them, especially with Clipper, so they all print great. And I have a really good Cura profile. That's why I said I can't leave Cura, because I just have a very, very good profile that here and there I tweak a little bit for a particular print. But so far, like, my Cura profile is spot on. And I share it with a couple of people and they love it. So I've just found a good working set of profile, Clipper profile, input shaper, all of that. And my printers print amazing. Now, I sold that because I was running out of space, and my buddy loves that printer. He loves it so much that he suggested that I buy printers, mod them, and sell them. But I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. That's a lot of work. It's a cool idea, but then the problem is if I sell it to someone that is not really printer orientated, like not experienced, not sure what they're doing. And yes, even though I can just do a plug and play, I don't want to be the one that they call. Hey, this is happening. You know why? I don't want to be that guy. Like, I only want to sell you the printer. Like, I just want to sell you it. You research on your own and figure it out. Like, I can just give you the tips and gist of how it works and let you plug and play. But if things go wrong, I don't want to be that guy they call and be like, hey, listen, you bought, you sold with a printer. I'm figuring you can, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that. So it's a good idea, but it's also a bad idea, So, so I don't know if I'm going to ever do that. But to answer your question, Victor, at the moment, I'm not selling any of my printers. Unless there's something else I really want to build, like really, really bad, and I don't have the space, then I might sell one. But right now, everything is a want, not a need. Every other printer is a want and not necessarily a need. What I want to build, I think I mentioned it, is a CNC mill machine. I want to build one of that so bad from scratch. Don't want a kit, don't want nothing. I just want to kind of 3D print some parts, get some aluminum, and get the motors and all that, and make a mill. I just really want to make a mill. So that will be cool to make on stream. Alright, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, one more. One more to go. And of course it will fall. Of course it would. Okay. Yeah, I would agree with you, Conley. I think so too. Oh, I'm going to show you guys the quality of the Tronxy now that it all cools down. This is perfect. How should I put it? Perfect print. This is PTG from Overture. It is... How should I put it? PTG from Overture. It is gray. They call it space gray, like a space gray. But I want to show you the quality of what my Tronxy can produce. And that light won't do it justice. So I'm just going to use this camera. And I'm going to point the light at it so you can see. Look at this beautiful print. Super clean, no stringiness, prints super fast. Trying to give you guys a side profile here so you guys can see the... There you go. No Z banding. It's super clean. So this is the quality I get all day long from this machine, and it's repeatable. Like, that's everything that I print is repeatable. The quality is exactly the same. This is why I love this printer. And all my printer prints like this, but like this one, I'm just so impressed because it's just a kit. But the fact that I can take a kit that was okay and make it do this, I'm blown. I'm blown. Yeah, all day long. Just wanted to share that, guys. Just wanted to share that. Just wanted to share that. Yes, 3D Obsession. I literally fine-tuned the hell out of that printer. I mean, to the T. But I also got to give credit to how this printer is. Like I said, I know a lot of people love linear rails, and look, linear rails are awesome. But I got to give kudos where it's due. Linear guides are just as good. as long as, again, as long as they're not super tight, you make them loose enough where they just ride barely on the metal. Like they barely grab the metal and they're just so smooth. Like, yeah. So linear guides, I think, is a good alternative to linear rails, but of course it would never be popular because everybody uses linear rails. But linear guides, they're good. They're good if you can set them up right. They're really good. So, all right, let me take this off, stop rambling here, and get this stuff done and get something done. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yeah, people sleep on. The only problem with linear rods, I mean, they print great too. Linear rods is great. The only problem I find with linear rods is that, like I was telling you about the Voron Legacy, they're based around these thin rods, like the 8mm versus like 10 or 12mm rods, which would be much more rigid and stiffer. Now my question is, I don't know why nobody used stronger rods. They tend to use the stronger rods or thicker rods on the Z, but nowhere else. Now I'm guessing that's to save weight. Yeah, I just see it getting heavy. Yeah, I'm guessing that's more to save weight, why they don't use a thicker rod. But I'm thinking a thicker rod will also work, or use carbon fiber rods, which are light and thicker and stronger. I'm just saying. But linear rods need some love, man. They're pretty good. Yes, yes, I realized he converted a Tronxy X5S, which is the version before the X5 SA and X5 SA Pro. Yes, I see Vez 3D, his printer is a beast. Now, he is using that printer to do prototypes, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm impressed with his machine. I'm impressed at the speed it can print and the quality that comes off his machine. But that just says, I told you guys, my machine can also do 20K at 200, 350 millimeters. Like, I just choose not to because right now he has his anchored. Mine is just sitting on the floor. And when I tried it, it printed, but it was nothing but like, just like, it's just nothing but not shaking from just motor vibration or anything like that because it's tuned, but just the motor moving, like physical force back and forth of the tool, like just shaking back and forth like that. And the whole thing would just do this all over the place. So I'd have to anchor mine in order to really get a stable 20K, but I don't want to anchor it because this is an apartment and I don't want to put a hole in the damn wall just to anchor a printer. So 5K clean print is fine for me, but I'm still impressed with his machine. His machine is, yeah, I'm impressed. Now, as far as people converting to what's the motors he's using now? He's not using stepper motors. I think he's using OB drive or OD drive. I can't remember what those motors are called, but he's using those, and those are cool and all, but the setup is complicated. I'll stick with stepper motors for that reason. That's just a lot more. That's a lot to do just to get two motors working. I mean, I see the benefits where in terms of it's torquey, a lot more torque, loads more torque than any stepper motor can produce. Bit more precision, But in terms of the dry, in terms of just the setup, it's too complicated. I'd rather just plug and play. You know, sometimes plug and play is just better than to complicate things. But it's good for him to really show the power of those OD drive things. You know, those things are pretty impressive. So, but let's be honest here. You can get OD drive as much as you want. You can get, how should I put it? You can get a orbiter drive, orbiter extruder. You can get the LGX extruder. You can get the dragon hot end, mosquito hot end. You can get all of that. But if you don't take time to tune your printer, it means nothing. If you don't take 1 ounce of time to improve your slicing profile, your computer, your printer itself, the firmware, learn all the algorithm in the firmware, learn all the tricks to get it behaving properly, it doesn't matter what you buy, it's going to print like shit, you know, if you don't tune it. So either way, it's going to take some effort to tune your printers to get it really printing nicely. I know a lot of people just jump on new items and new stuff, and it's like, if your printer is not printing the greatest, you buying that not going to make a difference. You know what I'm saying? So, it takes a lot of work. I'm just taking off the, removing the film from the sticky adhesive. So I'm about to mount it here. Come on, what are you doing? There we go, come on. Alright, that's all off, that's off. Oh, this one is not. There we go. That's off. That's off. Okay, we're good to mount now. So, let's do, see which side is the most. Let's do this side. Let's turn it to that side. I'm going to go over there and let's mount it that way. Let's do this side. Try to ship some stuff. So heavy and awkward to move. There we go. All right. It's kindly, yes, it's just double-sided tape. I'm just using, because it's a little bit more stickier, I'm just using double-sided tape. The foam tape I have, I just used it on, just mainly insulating the electronics, so that way when I heat up the enclosure, it doesn't go in the electronic, it kind of just stay within the enclosure area. But I'm just using the double-sided sticky tape for just, it holds a little bit better. It's a little stronger. I mean, this thing can hold up to 30 pounds, so I just using something overkill. I mean, it's overkill, don't need to, but yeah, I really need to. I will though. I'm gonna do a little bit. I'm gonna see if I can find a better table than this. We just got this. I just bought this just because I needed something to do. I'm tired of being on the floor. So I kind of upgraded for y'all right there. But I'm gonna see if I can find something that can fold, like a table that can fold when I'm not using it, so it's not in the way. But something more, slightly higher and more solid and more space. So I'm gonna look for something like that. I think that will help out a lot too. And then I don't have to lift these heavy printers, man. They get heavy, bro, really fast. All right, let's mount this side here. So go ahead. I'm gonna take this. Oh! I almost hurt myself there. All right. All right. I'm just doing a test fit, make sure everything's in place. All right. That looks good. So, yo, Tyrone, what's up, bro? Yo, my mind ran on you, buddy. I was like, where's Tyrone? I know you messaged me earlier. My mind ran on you, man, so I'm glad you could make it. Alright, I'm gonna have to do a better job. Hold on, let me see if I can grab it. There we go. So let me see if I can. This is so awkward to mount. Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit awkward to mount. Let's see if I can push it in there. There we go. All right. All right. Let me see. The way it goes? No. I think it's the other way. This way. Right. Yep. Goes that way. Alright, let's wipe it off again off my shirt here. It's this way. Alright. Let's try it again. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it, man. It's coming out nicely, man. I'm so happy. I'm just a little disappointed in the stepper motors I chose to put on here, but I'll change them out eventually. There we go. Come on. You just got in there. There we go. Let me try to hold one side down real quick. This is very hard without any help, but we'll get it. Go back in. I'm going to put one at the bottom here. think that will hold it in place a little bit better. Got all my fingerprints smeared up on it, but I can clean that. Alright. This will help me keep it in place here. Come on, there we go. Alright, square it up. Alright, that looks good. Come on, this will be slow. That looks good right there. Okay. Got him. I want to over tighten it. There we go. Don't want to over tighten it at all. Just want it to sit nicely in place. There's one thing with hammerhead T-nuts, they are annoying. Just like that one. Just fell out of nowhere after I'm trying to screw it on, huh? So annoying. Come on, grab. Of course. There we go. Good catch. Aha, dropped again. That's the only problem with these T-nuts, man. Once you miss them, falls out, it's like a pain in the butt to get it. Go back in. Even though I have the whole lined up. Come on. There we go. There we go. Caught it back. Ah. Fucking brat. See my struggles, guys? I know y'all see my struggle. Stupid T-nut. Hammerhead nut. When these suckers don't want to turn, man, it's a pain in the butt, man. If this will work, I'm just gonna pull it off and push it in. Something slightly bigger. These things are annoying. I'm trying this one more time. If not, it doesn't work, I'm just going to take it off and just go ahead and remount it back. I'm just trying not to do that. Alright, got it. Stay still. There we go, finally. Jesus. That was quite annoying. Alright. Oh! I think that little slip up cut me, boys. My printer cut my forehead, boys. Not sure if you guys can see that. See right there? There's a little mark. That's from the acrylic panel slapping me in the face. It's all good. Battle scars, that's what that is. Alright, let's mount the... Yep, battle scars. Yes, you're right. It's a battle scar, man. It happens sometimes, you know. I was hoping to build this without no injuries, but the printer had other plans. I couldn't escape it, boys. I got beat up. Hey, thanks, Sierra, man. I appreciate it. LEDs are really bright. I don't even need to do anything. They're super bright. something's not, yeah, it's shifted towards, yeah, okay, that's what it is. Yeah, it just caught me in the forehead, Victor. That's it. It just slapped me in the forehead. It's alright. I'm used to getting beat up by these things. You do them so much, you get used to getting beat up. No biggie. There you go, 3D Obsession. You got the message, man. That's right. Scars are proof of battle. Okay. You want to slip out, it's not happening today. You're going to behave yourself. Oh yeah, buddy. If that had landed on my toe, y'all would have heard me curse all kind of sailor. I'm not a cursor, guys. Naturally, if you notice, I don't really curse. I'm not like a cursor. But if that had landed on my toe, boy, you'd have heard every language in Jamaican. You'd have heard all the Jamaican coming out. Come on, behave yourself, thing. Turn. Because you want to turn. It's being a brat. All the way down. That. There we go. Now, pressure it to stay there. There we go. My favorite Jamaican curse word is rasclat. You know, rasclat. Sometimes I say pussyclat, but it's mostly rasclat. I know the most famous one y'all know is bumbleclat, but I say rasclat. But I don't really say it because it's so foul. It's a very foul saying. So I don't say it, but best be known, if I'm really upset, and it takes a little bit to get me there. I'm very patient, but if I get upset, boy, you hear the whole shebang coming out. If I'm tired of helping my rents out, what do you mean by that, Tyrone? Not sure what you're saying. Grab. There we go. Finally got him. There we go. Awesome. Alright, where does this go? I think it goes on the sides, right? Yep. So we need one here. These are easier. Actually, no, that's not the center. Let's move to the center. That looks roughly the center. I'm not going to be all precise on that. That's roughly the center right there. That's roughly the center. I'm not going to be all crazy about it being necessarily right in the center. There we go. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Tyrone, I did help my parents move. For those who wasn't in the stream earlier, my parents are no longer a mile away from me, which I was so happy about because all my kids could go over there, see their grandparents, and they're right there. If I wanted Jamaican food, which is rare, which I love my Jamaican food. I'm not sure if you guys have Jamaican food, but I think it's the best food ever. Next to Italian, next to, you know, Spanish people food. Spanish folks' food and Jamaican food are very similar in taste, but that type of food is so good, and it's rare to find it where I live in Florida. Like in Florida, it's a bunch of just burgers and just weird. Yeah. I'm tired of that. I want real, wholesome food. Okay. So my mom cooked that for me, but now she moved 17 miles away from me, all the way in Tampa. So I had to help them move all this weekend. I was super tired. I was gonna have a live stream yesterday, but I got so tired that I'm like, all right, let me do it Friday. So we end up moving again today. So that's why the stream was a little delayed, because, you know, I would have had it earlier, but got to help out the parents. Got to help out the folks. So that's why I'm running a little late on the stream. Once you want to center it, okay, I think that's the center. That's good enough. I'm not going to be mad about that. Match it. Yeah, that's good enough. I'm not even going to be anal about that. Oh, snap, Tyrone. That's what I'm talking about, man. That oxtail, that jerk chicken, that curry goats, that brown stew chicken, that stew beef. Ooh. That's food right there, man. I mean, y'all talking about the food make me want some. That's how bad it is right now. Like, my mouth is watering. Oh, that's some good food right there. That is some good food right there. Oh, okay. Let me move down a little bit so you guys can see. My bad. That way you guys can kind of see what I'm doing a little bit better here. Oh, I love my curry goat, man. Yo, hey. Hey. You know the funny thing is, guys, I'm still getting used to American culture. So in Jamaica, we raise goats and we eat them. Like, we raise goats and we sell them and we eat them, okay? I came here and I had I gotta share this with y'all. It's just funny. I told an American, okay, this person, I said, yo, have you ever tried curry goat? She was like, curry goat? I said, yeah, curry goat. She was like, y'all eat goat? I'm like, yeah, this stuff is good. She was like, how can you eat goat? They're so cute. I'm like, I don't care about the cuteness of the goat. It's food. she looked like she looked like she just saw like an alien, man. She spazzed out. She was like, how can you eat them? They so cute. I'm like, y'all treat any animal as pet. I eat goat, yo. What are you talking about? It's funny. I just share that with y'all. It's funny. Alright, this one goes to the center up here. So about right. Alright, yeah, about right there. Right there looks good. There we go. About right there. That's pretty good. Exactly. Pigs are cute. Bacon is better. Absolutely. Alright, one more to go, guys, and we are done with this side. Yeah, but bring it up just a little bit. Yeah, about right there. Right there, right there, right there. So, ooh, all right. That side panel is on. This side is on. It's solid. So, if you guys don't know, I printed this side out in PETG. So all the outer parts, so like the skirts, the parts that's holding the frame together, it's all in PETG. Because it's not in the enclosure, you can save yourself ABS and just use PETG. I mean, it's not gonna melt or anything like that. It's just the inside of the enclosure that matters. That gotta be ABS or some other strong filament. But outside is just PETG. Some part on the outside, like the filter, is ABS, but the covering is PETG. So I kind of pick and choose where I wanted the PETG to be at. But yeah, so I just did PETG just to hold the panels in. Boy, that thing is solid. That thing is nice. Alright, so it's looking good, guys. It's looking damn good. Let's flip this over here real quick. There we go. Yes, boys, it's looking really good. Panel, side panel, top. Let's work on the front because I messed up the panel. I don't know if I can fix that, guys. Hold on, let me see. Now it's bothering me that I messed that up. It's gonna look weird if I try to mount it now. Can't believe I messed it up, man. This sucks. Yep, and I can't take off the paint. So, yeah, nothing I can do about that. And the one that she bought me is not thick enough, I don't think. I mean, it could work, but it feels so flimsy, so I'm not even going to bother trying it. Alright. So no worries, we'll move on to the next stuff. We'll go ahead and mount the front panel, and then when I get the other panel cut tomorrow, I'll go ahead and mount that, and then that would complete the whole build. I'm excited. This is great. Alright, let's work on the front panel, guys. Oh. Ready? Y'all ready? Ooh. Just quick flexing. Hey, look at that. That's it. Some of them are stuck on here pretty good, so I gotta like keep flexing it, but there we go. Gotta keep flexing it off. There we go, all off. That's it. Alright, so let's see. What do we need? Front panels, we need a bunch of stuff done. So, wow, it's almost 11, guys. Time flies. Let's see what we can get done by 11 o'clock. And then by 11:15, I'll call it. But let's see what we can get done. Alright. We need printed parts. All the front panel pieces. Alright. All the front panel. Go ahead and put it on top here. I want you guys to see my face. Let me move back up the camera just a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. There we go. The doors, yeah, the doors. The doors 3D obsession, yeah. My bad. The doors. I gotta get magnets. Magnets. I know they're over here somewhere. Magnets. Magnets. I'm gonna try these magnets. I think it's the right size, but I'm not sure. I'm just gonna check to make sure these are the right size here. Got some magnets. I think it's 6 by 3 millimeters. So I'm gonna try to see if these fits in. Like I said, guys, I had everything for this build. Everything. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. Yeah. All right. Actually, I don't have to cut it. Just rip it open. All right. All right. How do I know I'm putting the magnet the right way? That's the only challenge. Let me. I see that they're sticking to each other, so let me go back and try. Okay. Hold on. Slow your roll. Okay. So that way. Okay. I understand now. Okay. So go ahead. Yo, these magnets are so damn small, man. I hope they fit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I see exactly where they're going. Right now, my challenge is to get this small magnet inside of this, which is gonna be a major pain in the ass. I think I have. Let's try this. Let's. I'm gonna use a pliers and see if I can squeeze it in. Make sure they go. Yep, it goes the right way. So I was putting it the right way. Just was checking. Was checking. So. Yeah, exactly. That way. Okay. Boys, I'm gonna have to bring out the big guns for this. This is a massive pain in the butt. Alright. I'm gonna have to bring out the vise. I'm gonna have to bring out the vise. I'm gonna have to rest it on this table and try to see if I can clamp it down because, yeah, this is not working out. I know this is metal, so it will stick to it, which is fine. But that will hold it in place while I line this up and get it in there. Okay. I just want to make sure I get this the right way. So it sticks that way. So. There we go. And then, yeah, this is not as intuitive, but it's gonna work. Back it up a little bit. A little bit. If that's on Amazon, I'll look that up. The vise works, but definitely gonna look that up if for something small like this. Yeah, the vise works though. The vise get the job done for sure, but like you said, for something small. But it does work. Try to get this other side down a little bit better in there. It's sticking. Come on, there we go. Alright, that's one in. But I still need to crimp it down just a little bit more. Here's a little thing, but I use this. There we go. Bit of a tight fit, but it works. All right. Let you guys see it. Little bit of a tight fit, but it's in there. There we go. Alright. Oh, not sure if I told you guys earlier. So the add-in, while I was doing the configuration, I accidentally, I don't know what I did. I think I was messing with the Z to try to get the Z to probe, trying to mess with the offset, so to home the Z in the correct position so it hits the little, the end stop here. And while it was doing after it did a Z tilt, I changed something because I'm like, maybe I should do this. I can't remember what the setting, the option in the config was called, but I set 10 millimeters because I'm thinking, yeah, just to do 10 millimeters as an offset. What happened, I homed, and instead of the bed going down, okay, because I put that offset in, the bed went up. So my whole nozzle dragged on top of the PEI sheet and was trying to home, right? And the motors are so strong, they literally bent my heat break. So my whole nozzle and the heat block was like this, like all crooked. And I'm surprised that the ABS didn't break. Like the ABS mounting, nothing broke. It's just the heat break just failed. And so I was laughing, I'm like, God dang, like how strong is this sucker? Right? But the reason why it made me fail, right? If it was a Dragon hot end, because I'm using the Dragon BMO. If it was a regular Dragon hot end with the four little heat block, 4 little mounting points on the heat block, that wouldn't have happened. But because I'm using BMO, which only has just the heat break holding it together, it just failed because there's nothing else to help support it. So I would say watch out for that. It was my mistake. It wasn't a fault of the printer. I just did something wrong and it slammed. So I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys what it looked like. It's the funniest thing ever. It literally bent on me, and luckily I have extra stash here. So I feel bad. I'm like, damn, like I didn't even mean to do that, but it, you know, it is what it is. I have 2 more coming from AliExpress. So I have a bunch of hot ends, but I'm gonna show you guys. It's hilarious. So this is the heat break. Look how bent that is. It literally is bent. I kept on laughing because I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? How does it manage to bend? And that's just the sheer force of the motors. That's just literally motors digging into the bed and bent the heat break. Yeah. That happened. So if you don't think stepper motors are strong, they are strong. The PEI plate is not fine. Like it literally gouged it out. I'll show you the damage. It gouged out a whole chunk out of it. I had to buy a new PEI plate because I wasn't really upset, but it just looked so annoying because I'm just staring at the gouge it made. I'll show you guys. I stared at the gouge it made. I couldn't stand it no longer. But look at that massive gouge it made. I mean, there's no way I could have sit there and watched this whole time. Like, that's really bad. Like, it literally took out a chunk of the PEI itself, scraping the bed, everything, and then it bent right here. It literally just bent. Yeah, it happens. So I bought a new one, as you can see. The new one is brand new. This is, yeah. I'm still going to use it. What I'm going to do is just take off the PEI sheet and put like a bed sticker on here, a nice ABS bed sticker, and call it a day. But yeah, I just couldn't stand the look of it. I sat there and watched it, and I'm like, this is horrible, man. I just bought a new one. So, yep. Let's finish this. Alright, we need one more like this too. Okay. I'm guessing this is the same thing. Oh yeah, Conley. So you understand what I'm talking about, man. I just couldn't stand the look of it. It just looked horrible. But I learned my mistake not to mess with that. Yeah, that was just weird, man. I didn't. Yeah, it freaked me out because I didn't expect it to crash in the bed like that. I really didn't expect that at all. Yeah, that went in nicely. Yes, sir. That went in nice. Yes, sir. See, guys? Nicely done. Nicely done. It's in. See if I can crimp down this one here because it's kind of bothering me a little bit. Oh, you know what I did? Alright, so to change off my PEI, so for example, let me show you something. I'm glad you guys are asking questions because it just remind me. So all I do is take, so this was my original flex plate for the Tronxy. I have two of them. Just in case, I want to go back and forth. So, hold on. My family's in the background. Boys! I'm still streaming. Please keep it down. Thank you. Alright. So, what I did, I'm not going to lie. Taking off the stock PI was a struggle. Literal nightmare. You had to heat it up and then dig at it. So what I did, instead of just keeping it hot on from the bed, I just took a hot air gun and bring it very close. And basically when I take the hot air gun, I move it across the surface back and forth, get it nice and hot, and then start peeling. I just keep doing that until I peel it off. Now it left a lot of sticky residue. It left a lot of sticky residue on there, so I had to use some Goo Gone. That's what I use, Goo Gone. Let it sit for a good 30 minutes to an hour, and started using like one of the. Do I have any? Yeah. I used one of this and went to town to just scrape it off. Just went to town at it, okay? And that's what I did and took it off. And so I'm using a bed sticker. So instead of going PEI, because I know this bed sticker works really well, I went ahead and cut it out, the shape of this, and put it on here, and this works awesome. So if I was to print ABS on my Tronxy, if it's enclosed, this thing will hold the print no problem. Don't have to use any wrap, any brim or anything like that. But right now the Tronxy is just PLA and PETG printer, so it's okay. This is why I'm building this for a dedicated ABS printer and the 2.4. But I'm just showing you. You can use a spring steel sheet, slap a sticker on there if you don't want to use PEI, and that will work too. Alright, so these two. There we go. Okay, so that worked. Alright, so the next thing now to do is I need. Wow, you need a lot of magnets, man. You need magnets in here. Magnets in these? No? Oh, these two need magnets. Okay. And these look like bigger magnets, really. Yeah, these look like much bigger magnets. Let me see. Yeah, those are good, but this one look like much bigger magnets. But you know what I'm gonna do? Let me see. I think I have bigger magnets. Let me look. I know I have big magnets because I bought a whole bunch of them. Yep, I know I did. I told you guys, I bought everything. Bigger magnets. I made sure I bought everything, so there's nothing that I don't have. The only thing I was missing was extra screws. So I'm going to tell you guys, you're building a voron, make sure you buy extra screws. Everything else you don't need extra, but the screws, extra screws. I found it, Condi, I found that sticker brand on Amazon. It's very prevalent on Amazon. I'm not sure if you have Amazon where you live in the area, but that's where I get it from. Really nice bed sticker. Okay, this is maybe a little bit too big, maybe? Yeah, it's a little too big. There you go. A little too big. So, we're going to go the good old glue way. Put some glue, dab it in there. Holy crap, why did I do that, man? It's a magnet, darn it. It's going to... There we go. That was stupid of me. I should have used... I forgot I'm messing with a magnet. Yeah, let's use this. Bro, this stuff sets so fast. Jesus. It set so quickly. Yeah. Alright. One down. Make sure it sticks and make sure it works. Yeah, that works. There we go. Alright. Good old glue. Alright, so. Don't worry, y'all. I'll wipe down this the acrylic with some alcohol and a nice one of those chamois cloths. I have a lot of chamois, so I'm going to wipe it down. It's going to look nice and clean. But it's just convenient to be doing this right now on top of it. Alright, let's see if I can get this in. Is it correct way? No, it flipped. So that's the correct way. out there. Nicely done. Make sure it sticks. Jesus Christ, am I doing this wrong? Hope I didn't. Yo, I'm hoping I did this the right way, man. I'll be mad if I did this the wrong way, yo. Oh, I'm gonna be mad if this is the wrong freaking way. Oh, good. Dude. I was gonna be like, come on. There we go. Like, don't scare me if I put this the wrong way. Okay, that works. Alright. Cool. Alright. Next one. I will. It'll look nice and clean. Don't worry, Conley. It'll be nicely polished and waxed. Don't worry yourself. Oh my God. Oh, nope. It pulled right out. Okay, so this one, I might have to dab some glue in it because it's actually fitting. So you can put that back, dab some glue in it. Alright, dab some glue. So that should help with that. Oh, actually, since it's going in so easy, we can do this. There you go. Finger push down. Crap. Freaking glue got on my finger. But you ain't getting away. Glue. Hate glue, man. There we go. And glue got all over my finger, boys. Okay. Alright, so we got it all done. I'm hoping that all the magnets are correct because fingers crossed. Have a panel here. So oh, well, it's about that time. It's 11:07. So what I'm gonna do is let's finish this up off stream. It's no big deal. It'll be done by the time you see it the next time. I wanted to print tonight, but we'll do that next time so that way you guys can see it printing. We might as well complete that on the stream so you guys see it's printing. But officially, I'm super happy. Like I said, the only disappointment I have is these motors, and to be honest with you, I might just rip them out and go ahead and change it, even though it might be a pain in the ass because I gotta get I gotta use new belts. I'd rather not use the same belts that I have. But that will be the only downside of doing this. It's just to to rip out the motors. But outside of just the motors, I'm happy. I'm happy the way it looks, how it turned out. The vision came together better than I thought. Honestly, I didn't expect it to look like nothing like this. So the fact that it came out the way I thought it would have came out has blown my expectations. So yeah, happy. I can't complain. So the next thing we're gonna do is after this is done and we get a live, let you guys see how it prints everything about this one. The next project is I'm not gonna build the 2.4 right away. Like I said, I kind of want that to be nice and special. I want to take my time with that one. But we're gonna work on the redoing the Voron Legacy. I'm pretty sure no one has built that on stream yet, so that'll be something totally different. People have built the 1.8 already, so we're gonna build this one, redo this one on stream, and that will be something unique within itself because nobody has built that one yet. So let's redo the Voron Legacy in a proper way, proper manner, with the proper parts, and after that's done, then we'll go towards the 2.4 because by that time everything on this should be ironed out and we can get that going. But it also allowed me some time to reorganize this room, so the next stream you see, all of this will be reorganized. It won't be the same. I gotta just have a better layout so you guys can see the printers, but at the same time clean this mess up here, clean up the mess that I have, and so have a little bit more of a workflow going on. When I'm grabbing things, I don't forget on stream where I put this or where I put that and stuff is all over. I just want it a little bit more organized so that way I'm not constantly moving back and forth to grab stuff I need. So so the next stream you will see the changes there. I'll make the changes. I'm going to look for a different table like someone suggested. See if I can get something more sturdier, something that's easy to move. If I can't, then we'll just work with what we got in the meantime, but I'll be on the hunt for that. So yes, so make a little bit of a change. For the Legacy, I don't have a theme in mind. Be honest with y'all. I had a blue and gray theme because I didn't have a blue and gray printer, but now that I'm redoing it, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna show you guys. Look, maybe you guys can pick out the color. I'll show you guys what I got. Maybe you guys can make a suggestion of that color, and then we can do it that way. So, in terms of ABS, let me move some of this stuff because I'm gonna do this off stream. So I'm just gonna get this out of the way. I just want to show you guys what I got. I got a ton of ABS in bags that I haven't printed yet. So let me move this out the way. and then we can talk. So, in terms of ABS, I got a lot. I got a whole lot. So, let me move this stuff out of the way. Okay. So I got Matter Hacker ABS. This is brown. You probably can't see, but it's a brown color ABS. Let me see if I can actually get y'all up close so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. Let me get this camera. I'll pop this camera down. That way we can talk a little bit better so you guys can kind of see just a little bit better here. All right, let's. All right. So, we got brown ABS. Brown is like a nice chocolate color brown. I like it. So let me know, guys, what you think. This is from Matter Hacker. Like I said, I like the ABS. That's why I've been buying them lately. Really, really, really good stuff. Easy to print. This green ABS here is for the Voron 2.4. So this is the Joker color. So this is like a neon green ABS. And I said like that's gonna be purple, red, white, and green, because that's Joker's color with maybe a hint of black in it. But I have this chocolate one that I'm thinking of. I'll show you the rest of the colors. Got some bright yellow ABS. This is really bright. Also have some, it's called forest green from what they call this ABS. So it's a total different green. It's not the neon green. It's like a forest green. I'm thinking about using this. I don't know, but let me guys know what you think. And got black ABS, blue ABS, so this is blue, and I got this gray. It's like, it's not the same gray, it's like more of a matte gray. Actually no, more of a glossy gray. It's like a glossy gray. So I have that. The frame color for the for the Legacy is black. It's basically, the Legacy is a converted X5 SA frame into a Legacy. That's all it was. So it's just the black 2040 and 2020 extrusions. But I don't know what color I want to go with. I've kind of color coordinated all my printers, so I don't know. And I also have red ABS, white ABS, gold and silver. But I already use gold and silver for this theme. I would hate to use it for that too, you know what I'm saying? So between those colors, if you guys can decide what colors you guys want to see, then I printed that color because I'm confused. I know for the Joker what theme I'm going with, so I have the color specific for that. But as far as redoing the Voron Legacy, I don't know. I don't know what color to go with, you know? I wanted something that stands out, but I thought about brown and green, but ew. It's going to look like earth. Like an earth tone color. I don't know if that's going to be a good combination. I don't know. But I can always go classic. Black and red Voron color, right? But then everybody does that. So it doesn't, I don't know. So if you guys want to let me know what colors you guys think, I'll go that route. And it also won't be direct drive. It's going to be Bowden. So I'm building another M4 extruder. And it's gonna go Bowden. I'm not doing, because like I said, the weight of the direct drive and the 8mm rods and how wide it is caused a little bit of vibration there. So I'm gonna go Bowden with this one. So yeah, if you guys want to let me know what you guys think, give me a color, what you guys will match, and then I'll go with that. So yeah, just let me guys know. So by the next stream, when we're printing with this machine, just think about it. Let me know what theme or what color you guys want to go with that one with, and then that way I can go ahead and start printing it and getting ready for that build. So yeah, I think I never thought about that. Black, gray, and gold Black Panther. Yeah, never thought about that scheme. Interesting. Interesting. Black and gray. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Black and gray. I'll throw in some gold in it, just a little bit of gold, not much, because you know we already have enough here. But yeah, black and gray. So, all right, boys. Thanks for joining me as usual. I'm getting to know a lot of you guys, so it's really becoming nice and personal because I kind of expect you guys now when I start streaming. So it makes it like a nice little community. Listen, my streams don't have to be big. It just needs a good few smart folks that enjoy what I do particularly and just enjoy the entertainment, and we can talk. And that's all that I need. So yeah, I enjoy this. The next stream will be hit printing, just print some stuff with it, and just talk basically, and then get ready for the next printer. So yeah, the projects never end around here. So so the next time you see it, it will be all buttoned up nice and clean, and get some prints out of it, and then and we can talk about it more. So alright, boys, so I'm gonna call it a night. Pretty late, and I kept you guys up, so I'll see you in the next video. Peace.